Day 862. Just dropped my mom off. It's 5 o'clock at night on Sunday. Church was just crazy. It was just so crazy. We get there, the first service starts, and yeah. And I'm up there worshiping, and then our pastor, they showed my video, so I can't talk completely right because I bit my cheek and it's like sore, so I can't like pronounce my S's fully. So if I sound a little stupid, that's why. And it was like, and I saw the video and I was like, man, that's cool. And man, I need to lose weight. Like, it was like, oh my God, that's what I really look like. And then our pastor started talking about purpose, and he was just like on fire. And then the second service starts, and I go up there and I'm worshiping, and I'm just like I can feel the presence of God. Like, I think that was like one of the first times I've ever really felt like the presence of God at church. And it was like so powerful, and I feel so stupid talking like this. Yeah, and so I'm up there worshiping, and then it just hits me like I have the ability to stand on stage and change the world. And God said to me, your body needs to match your ability. And I was like, whoa, my body needs to match my ability. My body needs to match my ability. And I just stood there, and I was just closing my eyes and just praying, like, I declare that my body will match my ability. I declare that my body will match my ability. My body will match my ability, because it's like God has given me everything. He's given me the business. He's given me the brand. He's given me the brain. He's given me the speaking. He's given me the creativity. He's given me the leadership. He's given me all of these things. He's given me the ability. And the next step is for my body to match my ability, because I look at myself in that video, and they played it again, and it was, you know, people are like, wow, that's so good. Like, and I just know that that's nothing compared to how good it could be, because I felt insecure about my body when I was recording the video. And so anyway, I was just like praying that, and I like fell to my knee, didn't fall, but I got on my knees, and I was just submitting to God. I was like, God, please, God, like, my body is your temple. Just take it over. Just help me, God. Help me fight this. Like, help me destroy this. Like, help my body match my ability. And so then worship stopped, and it was like super powerful. And then I walk over to the side to get the bags to hand out to the new people, and they're playing my video. And so I'm just standing there, and my pastor comes behind me, our lead pastor. He's like, bro, this is so good. Like, this is so good. He's like, I need to have you do this for my book, because he has a book that just came out. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, yeah. He's like, this is really good. And it was crazy, because he's never standing over there, like when I go over there. And I had no intention of talking to him or anything like that. And then I was like, yeah, it's crazy, because a year ago, I didn't believe in Jesus, and now I do. And I even have my company called Warriors of God. I never wear this shirt. I always wear just the one with the big lion on it. But for some reason, today I felt like our pastor is going to like call me out or something. Like, for some reason, I felt like I was going to have interaction with him. And so I was like, yeah, now my company's called Warriors of God. He's like, wow. And so then I hand out the bags and everything. And then we start service, and he acknowledges someone. And I'm sitting in the front, and I usually sit in the second row back. But one of my friends wanted me and my mom to sit in the front. So we sat in the front. And so he acknowledges, you know, one of the guys, because he acknowledges like one person every week. And they hand him like this is the actual note card that they hand him with stuff written on it. So he acknowledges that guy, and then he looks at me. He says, you know what, Chris? I'm so proud of you. Stand up, stand up. And he's just like, you know, that video that you did, that was so powerful. It was like, I didn't know what you were selling, but I'm buying, and your transformation has just been so incredible, and I'm so proud of you, and your mom is here. And he had her stand up, and my mom is there, and he's like talking about her and her transformation. And it was just so crazy. I don't even remember what he said, because I was just so blown away that God was doing this. Oh, and then he's like, you know, Chris didn't believe in God, and then he came here, and a year later here he is, and he's renamed his companies. What's the company name of your company again? I was like, Warriors of God. He's like, Warriors of God, you know. And it was just like crazy confirmation from God. God was just like, it's like God was showing me, Chris, it's time. You have the ability. Now I need you to match your body to your ability, because the way that you speak and how powerful you are, like your pastor sees it, and my pastor is the best speaker I've ever seen in my life. Like he is just so gifted, it is crazy. And for him to be so blown away and impressed, and the thing is, that was me, like, suppressed, like in that video, because I had insecurity about my body. But if I was like fully self-expressed, people are like, wow, man, that video is so good. You're such a good speaker. Like, man, that was incredible. That was incredible. And I appreciate that. And I also know it's all God, not me. But there's a whole new level that they can't even see because of this weight. And so it was crazy. Like, our pastor, he just like acknowledged me and my mom so powerfully. And for me, it was just such confirmation. And it was like crazy. Like, he got to see me speak, and I want to speak at conference, which is this week. So God might line up a miracle, and I might be speaking on that stage somehow. It would be a miracle. If I'm ready, God will make it happen. If I'm not ready, like, God won't make it happen. So, but yeah, it was just like, that was crazy. It was just like, wow. And it's such a heartfelt acknowledgement, and, you know, for my mom to be there and to see how far, you know, she's come and how far I've come in just a year is just crazy. And so then and he's like preaching, he's on fire. Like, the last 2 weeks, he's just been preaching on a whole different level. So much passion. He's preaching about purpose and believers, you know, having purpose. And I'm just like, oh, this is so perfect. And, yeah, it was crazy. And then the service ends. I go up because I'm on the prayer team, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, the two owners of the gym that I signed up for, HWD, that I used to go to at 5 a.m. every day, they walk up to me, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I had it on my calendar to message them today to ask them to delay the start of my membership again, because I've been delaying it since December. Like, I hurt my neck, and then I delayed it, and it was supposed to start back up in like a few days. And I was actually going to message them and say, like, hey, can we just pause it? And then, but before that service ended, God showed me, like, Chris, I need your body to match your ability. And then the owners of the gym I go to showed up. They've only been to that church once, back in December when I invited them, and I haven't seen them since. And then all of a sudden they're there, and they show up, and I was like, wow, massive confirmation. And then one of my friends comes and asks for prayer, and like, we start talking and get into this amazing conversation about him and his mom, and how my relationship with my mom has inspired him so much now. And he's a personal trainer and a firefighter. And he's like, bro, let me help you. Like, you can do this. I guarantee we can make this happen. And I was just like, wow, like, God is just aligning things significantly. So I was just like, what in the world is going on? It was crazy. So I just know that, yeah, it's like I have the ability. It's just when my body matches my ability, it's game over. The level of expression and power that I'm going to have when I speak is just going to be significant. Not like my power, but like God's power, the powerful words that will come out of my mouth, and the freedom to be fully self-expressed and feel comfortable in my body while I stand on the stage will just be mind-blowing. So, and our pastor was like, man, we need to have you do more of these videos. That was amazing. And I'm just like, wow, how is it? It's so crazy. Like, They don't let anyone else speak on stage. I got to speak on stage and share my testimony twice, and then they did a professional video of me speaking, and now my pastor wants me to do some videos for him and his book, and then do more videos for the church. And I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. So yeah, it just blows me away. God is just doing so much. Such a blessing. So yeah, what a miracle. And my mom moved into a new sober living home today. The one she was in, just the people were there were just not the best. And she moved into another one like a mile away. It's so much nicer. The lady who runs it is just got amazing energy. And yeah, just awesome. So she got upgraded. She passed the test. I know she was so tested, and she did so good. And yeah, God rewarded her. So yeah, so this, I think the next big step in my life is my health. That one feels like the impossible. That one feels like the one that I don't know how to conquer. It just seems like it's the impossible. So yeah.